Hello, beautiful. Welcome back to Nat's Beautiful Life. Today, I am going to be sharing with you a very special TBR because it is the most wonderful time of the year. That's right, it is reading rush time. If you are new to this channel, hello, my name is Natasha. I do videos on mostly books, but also beauty, bullet journaling, and basically anything else I want to talk about. If you do not know what the reading rush is, it is formerly Booktubeathon, but I think last year was the first year it was the reading rush. It is July 20th through 26th. It is run by Ariel Bissett and Raylene, and I will put the reading rush website and channel and all of that down below so that you can get all the skinny on what it is and what you do and all of that. But I'm going to share with you my personal TBR. One of the challenges they used to do every year, but they haven't been doing lately, but they do have like a badge for it, so you can earn badges and stuff like that on the website, and that is to read 7 books in a week. So I'm going to be planning on that, and it is all worked into my TBR here. Also, I will be doubling up on challenges, so one book might do several challenges, but I've got to figure it out so that I can do everything the way that I want to do it. Alright, so let's get into the challenges. There are 7 challenges. You can double up, like I said I'm going to be doing, and they are very adamant about if you read a book, any book, you have participated in the reading rush. You don't have to do all 7 challenges. You can make up your own challenges. These are just like things that they put out there and all of that. I do participate in the Instagram challenges. So they do Instagram photo, video, all kinds of challenges that you can participate in. I personally just do the Instagram photo challenges every day, and I plan on doing that again today. This year. I'm so excited, I don't know. But if you don't follow me on Instagram now, it's right there. It's at QuirkyChick7, and I normally pick 3 photo challenges, like month-long photo challenges that I follow every month. For the past several months I've been doing that, and so there is a daily photo and probably a little blog post underneath it every day on my Instagram, so be sure you're following me there. Alright, enough. Let's talk about the TBR. Alright, so the very first challenge is read a book matching the color of your birthstone. So for that one, let me dig through everything here. I'm going to be doing I Hate Fairyland Volume 3 because I am an August baby. So that means my birthstone is a peridot, which is very light, bright green. So her hair and this little dinosaur thing here, they both have the green. If you're not familiar with I Hate Fairyland, and I do plan on rereading volumes 1 and 2 and then continuing the series, I have all 4 volumes here. That will count 4 books towards my goal for I keep saying the month, the week. So in I Hate Fairyland, we have Fairyland, and usually children find a door, they go through it, they go to Fairyland, they get a quest, and within hours or a day, they go back home. But Gertrude, who is our main character, she does not have that sweet mind of a child. She's very cynical and just she was like a grown-up even at 8 years old. So at 8 years old she went through the door, and she is now 32 and still in her 8-year-old body and trying to finish her quest, and mayhem ensues. I love this. It's hilarious. All right. The next one is read a book with the word "the" in it. For this, I am reading The Turn of the Screw by Henry James. There's several reasons why I'm reading this book, but one of them is my book club in October, I believe, is reading The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware, which is loosely based on this book. So I want to read the original first, and this will also count for another challenge, so I'll tell you about that when we get there. The next one is read a book that inspired a movie you've seen. Normally, I'm one of those people who has to read the book before she sees the movie, but there have been times where that slipped through the cracks. And I heard from Sunbeam's Jess that watching the movie of this particular book before you read the book is actually the way to go. That is Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. So I've seen the movie, and I can understand why that would kind of be important before reading the book, because there's a lot of stuff in there that I don't know how you, if you didn't already have like a glimpse of what maybe it looked like or something like that, because it's a very environmentally descriptive kind of movie where you're seeing it. So I feel like that will help as you go through the book. And she really enjoyed it and then finished the series. I ordered, I thought, the actual cover, but I wound up getting the movie tie-in, but that's okay. So that's my book for that one. If you don't know what this is about, it's a science fiction. There's a place called Area X, and it has been cut off from the continent for decades. It's kind of like engulfed in this shiny blue kind of foggy filmy thing, and so the scientist, and people that go in, most of them don't come out, or if they do come out, they're very different. So this group of scientists led by this woman, and they're all female, go in, and it's about that. So at least the movie was. I haven't read the book yet, but I'm assuming. All right, so the next one is read a book, the first book that you touch. So what I'm going to do is when I'm finished here, I'm going to lay the books out that I've talked about, and then just kind of whoop, blindly touch whatever's on my desk there, and then that will be the first book in the first challenge that I do for the Reading Rush. So that's how I'm going to interpret that. It's really interesting to see how people have interpreted this challenge. A lot of times they'll take like a certain genre and lay it out, or their newest books, or books that have been on their TBR forever. So it's really fun, and again, this is another way that you can just kind of interpret the challenges and do it whatever way you want. All right, so number 5, read a book completely not in your house. So I'm going to be choosing one of, I have the little table beside me instead of in front of me, which may have been a bad idea today. But I'm going to be reading one of these outside the whole time because it's short, and I believe that I could just do that. But honestly, I have a front porch and a backyard and all of that, so it's not a big deal. And it says completely not in your house, so you literally could go to someone else's house. I know that other people can't leave their house at all depending on where you live, because this is a worldwide readathon, and so people are being kind of creative on how they interpret this challenge, and that's okay. But the only reason why I'm saying I want something short is because it's July in North Carolina, which is hot and humid, and yeah. If it's a really hot day that I choose to read that book, I don't want to be out there any longer than I have to be, even though I do read on my porch a lot. But I'm just trying, it's like a safety net for me, just a little safety net. All right, so read a genre that scares you or your least read genre. For this, I'm picking up again, well, you know, using the same book, The Turn of the Screw by Henry James, because this is horror, and I don't read a lot of horror. Granted, it's classic horror, but yeah, it's about, I think the guy, there's no like synopsis in here. Oh yes, there is. So a governess arrives at an English countryside to look after 2 children. At first everything appears normal, but then events gradually begin to weave a spell of psychological terror. So there's clattering chains, noises, all kinds of stuff. So I don't read a lot of horror, so picking this up. I do also want to read more of what I call the Biltmore authors. So I keep saying so, I'm sorry. In North Carolina, there is the largest privately owned home called the Biltmore Estate, and it was owned by George Vanderbilt and his wife Edith, and I loved Edith Vanderbilt. I love George and Edith Vanderbilt so much. And I made a list of the authors that they were friends with or spent a lot of time there or were involved somewhere around the time that they were there in that area. And so Henry James is definitely one of those. And so that helps with that kind of challenge I made for myself as well. All right, so read a book that takes place on a different continent than you live. And this is the 7th challenge. I live in North America, or on North America. So I'm doing this one. Convenience Store Woman by Sayaka Murata. This takes place in Japan, and I believe, from what I understand, I've heard nothing but good things about this. It's a cute story about a woman who works at a convenience store, and she's happy, she's content, she's happy with her life. But other people kind of tell her that her friends and family, like, you should want more from life. You should want to do more than work at a convenience store. And then she really, I guess, starts thinking about it and either tries to do what they say or just really like reflects and is like, you know what, I like my life. I like what I'm doing. So I think this would be a cute read and I'm looking forward to that. So when I get through all of those books, 7, I'm opting for shorter books this time because I probably am going to be working that same week as well. Last year was an amazing time for the Reading Rush because I was actually at the beach all week by myself. I was dog sitting for my mom who was on vacation. So I was staying at her house and going to the beach and going to one island one day and another island the next day, and actually took books with me to the aquarium. I sat outside and was reading there. It was just a really great week. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to reignite some of that magic with my reads for the Reading Rush. Okay, so that is TBR for the most part. I'm going to cut away to a clip of me doing the choosing the first book I touch, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I'm about to pick my 4 books. So what I'm going to do, close my eyes, flip my little hand around, and whichever book my hand lands on, that's the one that will be the first challenge we do. So it'll be the number 4, read the first book you touch. So I'm going to boop boop, and of course I'm going to do this for, all right. And all right, Annihilation. That would be the first book and the first challenge that I do for the Reading Rush. Thanks. So there you have it. That's the 7 books and the 7 challenges of the Reading Rush. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you are participating in the Reading Rush. Feel free to link your TBR video in the description box below and follow me on Instagram so we can be friends and do this whole Reading Rush thing together. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you again very soon right here on Nat's Beautiful Life. Have a great day, gorgeous.